success, success.
The stream of success moves ahead non-stop, while here I struggle, struggle, struggle. For every single drop, what an irony. You're seated on the floor of water, yet full of thirst. My friend, open the windows of your mind first. Don't feel desolate, you'll make a winning team with Lazarus diets. We bet you'll accomplish every dream with Lazarus diets.
When we go to the customer, what do we say? How do we handle the objections? What exactly techniques do we use to really convince him about the need for life insurance? That was not existing. And therefore, I decided to start working on myself first, use certain techniques, design certain techniques, use them in the market, test them in the market, and then create a final product. When I got that, it was ready, I found that I was able to be highly successful. But now the question was, I found lot of my colleagues and friends trying to, go through this whole process of becoming successful. Somewhere they were not able to actually become successful. So that was where the idea about starting an institute where I could kind of professionalize my own colleagues, the insurance industry, the agents, and give them something very professional.
I had no idea about the insurance industry at all, and that is when Lazarus exposed me to the 4C concept of insurance, the creation of income, the consumption of income, the conservation of income, and the continuation of income, the 4C concept. And he explained this in such a beautiful manner that I felt that here is a person who was not selling, but was making people buy something that was essential, necessary, mandatory, compulsory, and important for people. And that's how the whole thing happened. And I realized the importance of insurance, and I said, for a lifetime now I'm going to be associated with you, and I want you to be my financial advisor, my insurance advisor, or my lifetime advisor.
After joining Lazarus Dias Education Academy 2008, I did exceedingly well. Then what I had done earlier, 2009, I completed my MDRT. Thereafter, my income also growth was nearly 100% year on year. He only has taught us good selling techniques which in benefit of the clients, not in the benefits of only an agent. Because if agents will take care of the 100% of the client's requirement, agent's requirement is being taken care of.
At LDA, what we do is we look at what are your needs, we do a very comprehensive need analysis of your requirement so that we understand what is it that will help you to go to the next level. And we have a whole basket of, products, various different superstore, we can call it as a superstore of products which can help different individuals to reach their maximum potential.
Now there are millions of stories, millions of concepts what an agent can communicate in front of the customer and make him get ready to buy insurance. Among all of them, I believe the most effective concept and the strategy is the concept of family welfare economics, introduced in India by great Lazarus Dias. I'm fortunate to be knowing him, and he decided to write this book, Family Welfare Economics, so that you can get benefited. I recommend all of you to read this book, not once but again and again, and apply this knowledge in your life and also in your customers and prospects' life. I guarantee that you will achieve success.
After doing the 7-level course and 3-year MDRT, I have no fear of meeting anyone, and with ease and confidence I can come out a better solution to them, even though he may be a top echelon in the industry, whomsoever it may be. That confidence has come into me after doing this course of 3 years.
Mr. Dias takes lot of pains to design programs very meticulously. His programs are very practical, very sensible, very simple, and enjoyed by his participants.
There is a need for bringing in a new concept called the input based goal setting system. Now what does this mean? It means that there are two parts to a sale. One is basically the output, which is the sale, which is the premium, which is the policy. But there is also another aspect to the sale which we call as the input, and that is basically the meetings that we do with customers. Now the sale will happen only when you go and meet customers. We don't know how many people will buy, we don't know who will buy, but we can definitely do some correlation between the number of meetings that we do and the goals that we achieve. And I think I have been very extremely successful in trying to tie up these two things, which is the input and the output.
Lazarus Dias Education Academy has come out with an extraordinary program called 7 Levels to Financial Freedom. I have yet to come across such a beautiful methodical presentation. My agent Milind Sarvate and Swapnil Kulkarni qualified for court of the table because of using those presentations. I have personally bought that software. I have attended the 4 days training program in Lonavala also. The way Lazarus teaches those concepts and the way that presentation is made, I will tell you, the most intellectual HNIs, I repeat, the intellectual HNIs are very, very highly impressed because of those presentations. I strongly recommend all the development officers and agents to undergo that 4 days training program and buy that software and use it to professionally excel yourself.
It was a fantastic experience because जो 7 levels to financial freedom का जो basis है वो बहुत logical है. मतलब उसको दिखाने का कोई भी व्यक्ति ये नहीं बोल सकता कि ये किसी का ओपिनियन है. ये ओपिनियन नहीं है, इसमें सिंपल कैलकुलेशन है, इसमें मैथ्स है.
In India, basically thousands of agents have been trained by Lazarus Dias, and our basic core competence in our insurance industry to sell insurance is how to sell life insurance without talking about insurance.
It created wonders for me, not only me as well as my dad. I've got lots of awards, I've been rewarded many a times. All the possible things what happened to me was because of him. I could speak to any person any time of day. I had so much of confidence in me. Before joining him, I was a secret agent, seriously. But then it was the turning point was because of him. I was boosted with confidence. He explained us what are the things in a human being that you can perform well, how you can deliver your changes, everything he explained us. Because of him, I am standing where I am today. Mr. Lazarus Dias is the only person who can create miracles in your life. Trust me on this.
Modules of LDA have been developed through the experience of about 4,000 agents in the financial capital of this country.
I'm a soft skills and motivational trainer with Lazarus Dias Academy and has been associated with Lazarus Dias from a lot of years. And the thing that I really loved about here is because I've been able to create a lot of impact and difference in the life of the people that I touch upon. So it's given me a lot of satisfaction. And what I have learned from Lazarus Dias is basically to be a better human being, be a fine trainer. How he goes out of his way to help people with the things that they actually want to do in life.
Qualities of Mr. Lazarus Dias are immeasurable. He is a person of, firstly, as a fine human being. He is a very kind-hearted person, he is a very knowledgeable person, he is a very helpful person, he is a good friend and a respectable stature to many in insurance industry, where people have gained and benefited out of his experience and mainly his selfless sharing with people.
I am thirsty for success, and I know that with LDA's training, I shall achieve it.
Best thing about LDA Academy is that
whatever we train the participants, not only are they able to grow professionally, but they ultimately end up becoming better human beings, which itself is a big achievement for any individual.
One single concept, if I want to say and if I want to recollect, is the pre-sale control sheet, which I am using regularly. It is a very excellent device. With that pre-sale control sheet, I know exactly the people whom I have done meeting with, the sales which have not occurred. So there is no time lag as such. The course which I am going to attend with Lazarus sir is 7 levels of financial planning. That is the immediate future training which I would like to take. I have heard a lot of friends in this industry who have done this course. They have reaped big benefit out of this course. This course basically deals with planning for HNIs.
It is going to be of paramount importance that life insurance advisors should now start becoming more professional, and the only way to become professional is get themselves updated on their knowledge, get themselves updated on the skills, so that when this regulatory environment comes, when this thing starts happening, then we are not caught unawares. Because we have found even in the UK, almost 60 to 70% life insurance advisors lost their license when the regulatory environment was introduced. And the second aspect, very important, is that in this whole competitive environment, so many life insurance agents, how do you distinguish yourself from the crowd? How do you look different? And how do you create a USP of yourself, the unique selling proposition? I think this is where training really comes into the picture.
I've been attending his training programs regularly. To name few of them, LESP, where exactly I learned how to sell insurance without talking about insurance, and that gave me really a good success. I qualified for MDRT almost 9 to 10 times after that, and I have been doing this business absolutely without rebate, because when I do this, take my client through this process, it gives tremendous positive results, and question of rebate does not arise. Lazarus, as a person, as a trainer, he is a very good friend. He would ensure that you be successful in your business.
A trainer has to correctly understand the need of his participant, of his student. If he understands the need, he is able to help him address his problem and become successful. It should not be that if he misunderstands, then it can be a big problem. Just like if a patient has gone to a dentist to extract a tooth, and just imagine what happens if a wrong tooth is extracted. Oh my God, he will scream in pain.
What we have seen just now in the role play, it's one of the examples given by Mr. Lazarus, and it is through these small and very simple examples that we enrich our participants their learning experience. I am proud to be faculty in the Lazarus Dias Education Academy, and I am providing training on the subjects like CRM and goal setting.
We are now coming out with a concept called the Productivity Club. We are going to start these productivity clubs across the length and breadth of this country. We are also coming out with the concept of the life membership. I think all of you are aware of the funnel and the pipeline. We always say that there is a funnel. You need to have a lot of prospects in your funnel, because the funnel, as it goes down, it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, and therefore the number of people who are coming out become less compared to the number of people that you put into it. As a life insurance agent, what do I want? I want that the maximum number of people that I meet should get converted. The maximum number of people, or almost all the people whom I meet trying to sell life insurance, should become my customers. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Now, with this pipeline concept.
Lazarus Dias came in my life somewhere in the year 96-97. When I was qualifying, I have been qualifying for MDRT since 93-94. However, I had never been to attend the conference to US anytime till then. Lazarus had gone in 97 or so, and I happened to went to his office in Greenfields in Andheri, wherein I wanted to share with him his experience about actually attending the conference, and where he told me about what happened there, what he gained there, made me feel that I also should go once. And I'd been there for the first time in the year 1998. After that, many years I had also been there. So the basic background of education kept me alive in the industry. When he started taking classes, I was at the forefront to attend all his programs. The recent LDEA of his, even after attending all the seminars, conferences, training programs, once he called me for giving a speech to his participants. I was thrilled.
LDA stream of success is now moving ahead non-stop, benefiting innumerable people. And now it's your turn.